Let me ask you a question. Did you wake up this morning excited to go into your wardrobe because you know you're gonna have an amazing amount of possibilities and outfits that are gonna make you look and feel fantastic? Did you just walk into your wardrobe and pick up your outfit effortlessly and excited because you knew what you were gonna put on was gonna make you feel confident and on top of the world? Let me guess, not exactly. I am a style and personal brand, and my name is Alba Gomez. And from my experience working with women for the last 7 years with my business, I can tell you that I have a little bit of an insight to know maybe that wasn't exactly the case. The great news, it can be possible. And the most important news is to really understand that the solution is not exactly what you're thinking it is. So I will love to take you in a little bit of a journey today in this short video when I get to explain to you why you want to create a unique style and personal brand that makes you stand out. The very first thing I would like you to think about is the fact that the clothes you wear are so much more important than what you think. It is amazing the amount of hours we spend throughout our lives. I just saw a study not that long ago. It's like amazing the amount of hours we spend picking what we wear. And that is important, of course, but what I want you to start thinking is that your visual image is a representation of who you are. It allows you to express yourself and it allows you to convey a message. And people will just really get a feeling of who you are about by just looking at how you dress, at how you use your body language, and what your personal brand is. The very first thing I will love you to consider about your personal brand in your image is that it's so much more than the clothes you're wearing. And I will have to clarify here what your personal brand is because there's so much talking about personal branding and so many different approaches. So I just really want you to understand what is my approach. For me, your personal brand is simply a message that you're communicating about who you are and what you stand for. That message is communicated via your body language, the way you dress and you present yourself, and the way you communicate your personality. But even more important, and what my approach is totally about, is in order for us to share a story about who we are with the world, we need to know who we are, inside and out. And what I mean by that is what is the essence of who you are, not the roles which you have defined yourself for a long time, not being the mom, not being the sister, the partner, the wife, the business owner, the corporate woman, the woman who speaks X language that is from X city. None of that. It's just in essence, what is it that makes you and unique? And that is actually the experiences you have lived, the strengths and the weaknesses, how your body looks today, how this new wrinkle now is part of who you are. And I am totally passionate, and it is my absolute mission and message in this planet to really get to as many women as I can, to really help them to be empowered to love and accept in a confident way the women that they are today, the women that you are today. Everything is perfect about you. And once you come to terms to that perfection and that beauty, and you get to that place of confidence, creating your personal brand and your style is gonna be easy. Because once you have changed and shift all the attention from what is people thinking about me, what are they gonna say, I know how it goes. When you just shift all that attention inside to who you actually are and what is important to you without worrying so much about what other things, your life is going to be transformed. And I'm going to be very honest here. I know some of you might be thinking, what do you know about that? You are slim, you look good, this and that. And I can tell you, I have been lucky to never been had too much extra weight on me, or I was, let's say, fortunate to look X and Y way, so I know I can look good, but it hasn't always been like this. And the most important thing that I want you to know is this is not about physical how we look visually. It is about how we feel about ourselves. And even though I was very skinny all my life, believe it or not, I was bullied because I was way too skinny. And I was made fun of because I had braces, and I had the thickest of the glasses because I couldn't see very much when I was little, not even now. And I grew up having the biggest lack of self-confidence and self-love. And I grew up not even liking my name, how I look, how I sounded, nothing about me. So I know exactly that as women, we have this horrible ability, because it is sad that we do this, to be so hard on ourselves and just make a little thing become a huge source of frustration and excuse to beat ourselves up. And from my experience working with my clients, the most beautiful women are unable to see any beauty in them. And that breaks my heart. But because I was there, I work with women who are there all the time. I get so excited about getting you and shaking you to really embracing, appreciating the woman you are. So, why do we want to create a unique style and personal brand that makes you stand out? Because when you stand out, you bring opportunities into you. Because when you are authentically and genuinely you, as a whole, people get attracted to you. You become magnetic. You communicate with ease. You are not trying to be an imposter. You're not trying to act like someone. You are not trying to wear like this person is supposed to wear. So I've heard it all, and I know what it feels when you are not supposed to know how you're supposed to look or act or be, because you want to fit into an industry. And my approach and my comment towards that will be, you don't have to fit. You just have to be you. You have to find your style and your uniqueness and the way you want to express yourself through your clothes, through your communications, through your body language. And when you get into that place, you fix all those misalignments, you become really empowered and confident, and then you communicate with this. Your message becomes clear. If you have your own business, your clients will really connect with you. If you are in the corporate world and you establish your personal brand and your style, you're gonna stand out because you're gonna look more professional, more credible, more confident. So sounds important, doesn't it? So I'm gonna be sharing with you today the steps that you need to start taking into consideration to create that unique and special to you personal brand and style that is gonna help you stand out. So the first thing you want to start doing is actually appreciating the woman you are today. What you've lived, even if it was difficult, it made you the woman you are today, and I definitely know about that. I also think that there's no biggest waste of energy than focusing on the parts of our body that we don't like. So today you can decide to embrace who you are, how you look, your strengths and your weaknesses. And from that place of love and acceptance of who you are, the rest of the steps are just gonna flow easily. So that is the first thing you definitely need to start doing. Decide today that you're gonna get to know exactly who you are, what makes you you, and embrace it with love. And just be grateful, because there's so many things about your body or the woman you are today that I'm sure you can be grateful for. So let's start focusing a little bit more on the positives, as opposed to just being wasting energy in what is not working or what is not good today, because we actually cannot do anything about it. Now, once you get to really understand who you are and what is that essence of you without definition by the roles or the things you do, the second step and most important for me is really actually reassessing your life based on your goals, but in the goals that are actually meaningful to you. But that I mean, throughout our lives, we have set goals for ourselves that probably were just an expectation of society or our families. Then again, I can just tell you from my personal experience, I was there for many years. And just the fact that I graduated as an engineer was just me following what I was supposed to be doing. But for me, when we're in this journey of digging deeper into who we actually are to create our personal brand and our style, it's all about just going deeper into our souls and finding out what are the goals that are meaningful to me. And you will be surprised at sometimes how doing this exercise, you can start changing easily the focus you are putting in some areas of your life. So once we have that understanding of what are actually the goals that are meaningful to us and actually doing things that are in alignment with what is actually important to you, there will be shifts that start changing. And how does this relate to your personal brand and your style? A lot. Because remember, this personal brand and this image that we are creating here to be unique and to be the essence of who you are is just going to be a reflection of all these inner confidence and clarity you have about who you actually are. And it is after we have that clarity and certainty that we're going to start sharing who we are unapologetically with the world. And first, through your personality, allowing yourself to connect with people, allowing yourself to share who you are, to smile at people, to create meaningful conversations, as opposed to going throughout life like in autopilot, doing, and going to bed without even remembering or having connected with someone is not a way of living. So your personality is your way to really allowing people to see who you are. How do you do that? Talk to people, smile at people, be vulnerable, share as much or as little about who you are. But when you share a little bit of your emotion and what you are about, you're going to connect easily. Then after that, it's important that you look into your body language. And remember, over 90% of the impressions we create when we meet with people is visual, which means it's going to be based on the body language and what you are wearing. So when your image and your body language are aligned and are sending a consistent message that says the same as your words, you're going to be remembered. You're going to be noticed. You're going to be that woman that walks into a room and people go like, wow, it's about an energy. Your presence is an energy that is around you. And it doesn't mean that you have to be this tall, this slim, this age, this background. It's not about that. It's not about what you look like really. We are going to make the most of how you look, but what we're going to do is get you feeling confident and happy to share who you are through your personality and your body language, and that is much more powerful. And obviously, yes, we are going to also start thinking about the clothes and the styles and the colors that you actually wear. And I want you to understand that the styles of the clothes you wear send a message. And by wearing clothes that actually you feel great on, you feel beautiful. For me, it's all about the feeling behind the look. It's you being able to look in the mirror and saying, wow, I actually look awesome. Because you have accepted who you are and because you have learned what are the styles and colors that enhance your natural beauty. You have learned to camouflage those little parts of your body that probably need a little bit of work. You have learned, most importantly, how to enhance the part of your body that work. You have learned how to do your makeup in a way that enhance, I don't know, it can be your beautiful eyes, your cheeks, your mouth. And one important thing here is, this is not about, for example, me telling you what to do. This is you finding your own style after you have received all the tools and all the knowledge that is behind the makeup that looks good on you, the colors that look good on you, the styles that look good on you. There is a science. And for me, creating your wow now personal brand and style is all about you creating your own version of your own style. This is not about me trying to get you to wear colorful makeup as I do and get your hair done one way or another. This is about you understanding how it works, having all the knowledge, feeling so confident, feeling that you deserve to look fantastic, that you are worth it. That this is not superficial, that it has nothing to do with vanity, that this is all about you feeling your best and creating your best image and presence and personal brand and bringing your best foot forward in any situation, interacting with your boss, with your clients, with your friends, with your family members. It's you being happy because you are aligned with the goals you have in life. It's you being happy because you appreciate the beautiful woman you are, and this is you being happy because you love your life and you just want to be the best version of yourself. So that is why my approach to personal branding is, and my invitation to you today is to listen carefully to all the elements I share with you. I have created a worksheet that goes along with this video, so you can start asking yourself these questions that are going to be the foundation of this Wow Now revolution, that is going to be the foundation of you creating a personal brand and a style that you feel proud of, that is going to be the beginning of you making yourself priority number one of your life. It's important to understand that as women, We have so much love and we are so happy giving everything to everything and everyone. But I don't want you to be like so many of my clients who in the past have said, why didn't I do this for myself before? Why did I wait so long? Why didn't I understand that when I take best care of me, I can be a best person for everyone else, including my clients, including my family, including my kids. So my message for you today is to really step back for a second of the busyness of your life. Connect to your desires. Start asking yourselves the question you're going to have in the workbook. They're very simple yet very powerful. And feel if your heart, if this is a process, if this is a transformation that you are ready to embark on. And if the answer is yes, I would love to invite you to book a clarity call with me. The link is below. Make sure you make a time for us to get to know each other better, for me to understand where you are at and give you some really good pointers as to where you have to start working towards building your own personal brand. And this conversation is completely free on obligation. My intention is to really get to know you better and work out if we are a fit to work together. And if the answer is yes, I will be overly excited about sharing with you how we can make that happen. So remember, this is free of any obligation. This is for women only who are ready to take action and really want to make doing something for their personal brand to feel fantastic, to feel amazing, to just stand out and take on the world. So make sure that if you are ready, if you want to explore how that will look like for you, click below. Make sure you make a time, and I am very much looking forward to get to know you better. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.